afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to RobMotive. You know, I've done a lot of mods to Toyota Tacomas over the years, and I was thinking this morning, you know, there's really only 5, maybe 6 mods that you need to do to make the Toyota Tacoma perfect. So I'm going to run through and show you guys what they are, and leave a comment and let me know if you agree with this list. Also, if you're new here, or maybe you've been hanging around for a while and haven't yet, click that subscribe button, and don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. Let's go. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I've switched to POV style because I think it's pretty cool. Hopefully you guys like it. Number one, always number one, has to be the Pedal Commander. This device is awesome. I'm not going to dwell on it for too long because I've made a lot of videos about it. But if you're not familiar with it, it is a throttle controller. It is a throttle lag eliminator, amongst other things. Plug and play device. It is awesome. I have it hooked up right now via Bluetooth in my truck, so I can hide the control head if I want. I do like to get it out sometimes because it's pretty cool. There is a discount code down below if you want to check that out. But eliminating throttle lag from the Toyota Tacoma is the first and probably the number one thing that you can do. Number two, let's jump inside, take a look here. It is seat jackers. Now, I was never really a fan, nor did I see a reason to do this in the Toyota Tacoma until after I spent some time in the seat. And I say I wasn't really a fan of it or thought it was necessary because of the power adjustable seats. I just didn't think it was necessary. But I could not get the front part of the seat up high enough for me to be comfortable. You know, that thigh support. So I went ahead and put them in, and man, they make a world of difference. Love having them in the truck, and I'll show you real quick right here. You guys can see they're right here, and they go just underneath the bracket that holds the seat down in the front. It's about an inch or so, I believe. Yeah, I think you can get different heights, I'm not sure, but this is perfect. This, in combination with the electric seats, is awesome. Simple to do. I believe it's billet steel. Nice, firm, good support. Not really worried about anything ever happening, these breaking loose or anything crazy like that. Love having these in, and I think they're absolutely necessary to make the Toyota Tacoma perfect. Next up, we have to go to the back. This is a must-have, and it is the bed mat. If you've ever had a Toyota Tacoma, then you know this floor, or this base, the bed itself, is plastic. It's a composite plastic, and it's like ice. Anything you put in here slides all over the place. It's just insane. You've got to have a bed mat. I think it's really so bad that Toyota should provide a bed mat with the truck. I think it should come standard. And they don't cost that much. This is a knockoff version, I guess. It's not the OEM version, but you can see how well it fits in there. Stays down, nice, good material, has enough grab in it that it's not gonna let things slip and slide all over the place. And if you're like me, the first time I put something in here, I think it might have been groceries or something, when I got home, everything was up there against the front of the bed. That was a drag because that meant I had to climb into the bed to get my stuff when I should have just been able to reach right here in the back and pull it out. Now, it might look a little high right now with the truck. That's because my driveway is at an angle, so typically it's even easier to reach in here when things stay where you actually want them to stay. Whether you go OEM or not, definitely something that you should have in the truck. Next up are hood struts. A must-have in the Toyota Tacoma. It has a rather heavy hood as it is, and this just makes it easier. I'll show you. Go ahead and pop the hood, pull the latch over, and just give it a gentle nudge, and it raises up perfectly. This is how the truck should come from the factory. I don't know why Toyota still doesn't put hood struts in the Tacoma. Hopefully with the 2024 they will. We shall see. But what this does is enables you to get rid of this stupid rod. No matter what, even though it's over here to the left, it was always in my way. I would always bang into it when I was trying to do something under here. Maybe something as simple as just checking engine oil or adding fluid for windshield wipers. Not to mention mods and things I've done under here. And even if you're not a big modder, it's nice to have this thing completely out of the way so that you have full access to be able to do anything that you want to do under here. Now, one thing I want to caution you on, there's two different types of hood struts. The drill type, which is what I have, they actually require 2 holes to be drilled here and here. That's the scary part because you don't want to go through the hood. And then 2 holes down below to hold the bracket in. That's easy. There's also a version out there that connects into the bracket here for the hood itself, as well as bolting in, I forget where, somewhere up here or sticking somewhere up here. They changed the way those things work. They don't sit flush with the hood, and I had them, and they were just horrible. I would never recommend those. I would highly recommend going with the drill type. Take your time, make sure your measurements are right. It's really not that difficult to do. When you want to put the hood down, just grab and shut. Pretty darn easy. Next up, rear seat pulls. Something that Toyota removed, I guess, as a cost-saving measure. I'm not exactly sure why. What I'm talking about, if you're not familiar, are the seat pulls right here. You just grab and pull, the way it's supposed to be, right? And Toyota even left threaded holes in the back. So all you need is the screw, and then I just bought some material, put a couple of grommets in it so I could stick the screw through, tightened it up, and I was done. Probably about a 15-20 minute mod, only because you have to cut the material itself, put some holes in it, and then screw it in. Beats the heck out of putting stress on your latches over here on the side by doing it this way. This is how I assume Toyota thinks it should be done. Or maybe trying to wedge your hand. No way you're going to do that. I'm sure everybody does it this way. And the thing I don't like about that is it puts lateral force on these connection points. And if you look at these, they're really not that thick with pretty minimal pins on the inside. I would think if you use your storage underneath there frequently, you run the risk of bending these eventually. Lastly, window tint. Now, you may have noticed by looking at my truck, I don't have window tint on it right now. That's because we have to have vehicles inspected here in South Texas, and I want a darker tint than what is legal. So on my Jeep Gladiator sitting out there, I actually had to take the tint off. So I didn't want to put it on here until that inspection requirement goes away, and it is. Here in South Texas, it's going to end January 2025, so I'm waiting. But having tint on the front windows, and that's all you need, everything else is already tinted, is awesome. Allows you to be able to kind of match up the truck, and more importantly, keep the inside a little bit cooler on those hot sunny days, which we get a lot of down here, and keep the glare out of your eyes when you're looking out the windows. Especially if you're trying to enter on an entrance ramp or something, you're trying to look over your shoulder to see what's coming, because you're going to merge into traffic, hopefully, and blinded by the sun. That helps a ton. Definitely need to have window tint as well. Anyway, those are the 6, I guess, things, the only 6 things that you really need to make the Toyota Tacoma perfect. With those things installed on the truck, it's all you really need to do. It is awesome. Leave a comment. Let me know if you've got any of these things, or if maybe I've missed something else that you think the Toyota Tacoma really needs. Again, don't forget, click that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.